Most lawsuit settlements are determined by a couple of factors. First, how badly injured are you? And there's a lot of different ways that insurance companies and lawyers look at and try to determine how much an injury is worth. One of those ways is to look at how much the medical expenses are. Obviously, a client who has medical expenses that are more significant might have a settlement that's more significant as well. Another way that people look at determining the amount of a settlement is the length of time over which the injury is sustained. So if it's an injury that gets better in a couple of weeks, that's not as serious as an injury that gets better over a number of months or that is going to last forever. Another way that they determine the size of a settlement is who's the insurance company for the defendant. Some defendants have more insurance than others. I mean, any type of injury that you suffer could be potentially explored as something that you deserve compensation for. So whether that's a physical injury or even a psychological injury, sometimes there are people who are psychologically injured as a result of their accident. And so that's something else that they can recover for as well. Yeah, I mean, there's any kind of injury that you suffer in a car accident. If you've hurt your neck or your shoulder or your back, I mean, those injuries can seem small at first and can get much worse later on. So I recommend that you talk to a lawyer. I mean, chronic pain is a serious problem, especially with neck and back injuries. Many of these injuries are either permanent or extremely long-lasting. So it's important that you understand the total scope of the injury. One of the ways to get a better sense of that is to make sure that you see a doctor and to make sure that you talk to a lawyer. Well, there's a number of different types of injuries that the law considers. So one of the things that we consider are economic injuries. For instance, what are your medical bills? How much time did you miss from work? Was your car damaged? Those are all considered economic injuries. Then there's what are called non-economic injuries, like pain and suffering and loss of normal life, or a permanent scar, or a disability that goes on for a long time. Those injuries are things that lawyers have to convince a jury or convince an adjuster to award. And that's really one of the places where the size of your settlement can vary quite a lot depending on who you select to be your lawyer. I mean, an experienced lawyer can do a lot of things to increase your settlement. First of all, they can get you more money from the insurance company. Second of all, they can explore avenues that you might not have thought of, like uninsured motorist coverage. Coverages that you yourself might have on your own insurance that you would never even think to explore. Another thing that a lawyer can do is to help reduce your medical expenses and make sure that the doctors don't take too big of a cut of your total settlement. Most people do get paid their settlement in a lump sum. In some cases, there are cases where settlements are paid out over time for tax reasons or for other reasons. But yes, usually most settlements are paid in a lump sum. For a free consultation, please give us a call now at the number on the screen or click on the link and go to our website.